Let me take you back to 2005. Picture the scene. You're sitting down, age 6, you've just finished your homework, and your mum has just walked through the door. She flicks the telly on. You sit there, finishing off your tea, in wonder. You see the TV channel change to BBC One. The time is 7 PM, and this wonderful tune bellows out of the TV. Dum-de-dum, 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 dum-de-dum. A howling melody reverberating from the television screen keeps you seated on the edge of your seat. There's this strange blue rectangular box with a flashing light dancing through what appears to be time and space. The colours bright and somewhat calming. What is this feeling inside? You question yourself. Is it fear? Adrenaline? Or excitement? You find yourself unable to move, your eyes fixated, glare to the telly, unable to escape. This was the feeling I always remember when I cast my mind back. What started out as a curiosity in front of the television screen soon turned into 14 seasons of escapism, which all goes back to watching not one, but 2 vintage movies that still stand the test of time today since 1965. Starring Hammer Horror Films icon Peter Cushing, playing their own iteration of the Doctor. However, unlike the TV series, this Doctor was a scientist and a humanoid.
No, shut up! You'll have the brains, pudding!
Alright, calm down, Pete, bloody hell. Anyway, this iteration of the Doctor was very intelligent, very quick and very smart. Did he fear in the moment? Yeah, there were times. But what everyone loves about this Doctor, he is human. Literally, human.
What?
It's like when he gets scared and when the fear's there, you can see he's in so much upset with himself. He feels like he's let his team down and he's got them in terrible, terrible danger. I absolutely love these films, and it's one of the very, very first pieces of Doctor Who media that I stumbled across. They have a special place in my heart. Now then, who's up for some Daleks? Daleks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the video. I have the fabulous micro movie talking Dalek collector set that houses 4 iconic Dalek designs from the second installment of the movie. Okay, so the Daleks you see here, I remember getting these a good few, oh god, it was years and years ago. It was the first piece of like Dalek merch I think I owned. These are highly detailed and feature some forms of articulated appendages such as their head and menacing claw, plunger and body scrambling energy weapon, the deadly egg whisk. Dun dun dun! No omelets were hurting to make. These fetch a hefty price on eBay nowadays and are a must-have for any Doctor Who fan, especially for those who adore these camp and rather colourful collection must-haves. The extinguisher, which is something that was replaced instead of a death ray in the first 2 films. I'm not sure if this was to keep it open to a varied select of audiences. It's never been seen again. Back in the 60s, the death ray be inverted, and then from the 70s onwards, there'd be like a laser effect, and that's continued to today's Doctor Who. These come in a nice selection of colours. First off, we have red, the Saucer Commander, gold, the Dalek Supreme, and black, the second in command. To finish off, we have the gold Dalek colour scheme, silver and blue Daleks, which evokes a lot more of the 1960s appearances from the chase. Unlike anything valuable, as you can probably tell, the chrome Dalek, this is one of the limited edition Daleks. I've seen it on eBay go for about £25. I think the dearest I've seen it go up to is £30. What happened with this one, I had it on top of my shelf. I was just moving one of the figurines and it fell, and I do remember like finding its claw and gluing it back on, and it was you couldn't even tell that there was glue attached or anything. But sadly, as you can tell, it's a little bit damaged, so some of the work has come off of this Dalek. That these Daleks have enlarged ears or dome lights in the style of giant beaker cups. It's got some ridges in them for detailing. This looks very menacing, and almost when I was a kid, I thought they looked like little horns. These Daleks were sadly never seen again. This Dalek model appeared in Planet of the Daleks with some slight modifications. Next up, we've got the remote control 6-inch movie Daleks, and these come in a selection of black, silver and red. Now, these are absolutely incredible. I would have loved to have owned one of these when I was really getting into my Doctor Who phase. Still in it. But basically, these Daleks feature the big claw, the big pincer claw thing. What's amazing about this is they have so much detail, it's just on par with the film. Seeing these in Forbidden Planet, I think they were selling for about it says £20 on the front of the box, but I think I paid about 80 for these. When you're a collector, you're a collector. They're just amazing. These fetch a hefty price on eBay, and they are a must-have for any Doctor Who fan. Be careful though, you just need to know when is a bargain and when isn't a bargain. But yeah, I just had to. So these are incredibly, as I've said, these are incredibly detailed, and I would highly recommend it. If you can find one for a reasonable price, definitely go for it. Another thing what I really like about these Daleks, especially the packaging, it's very retro, it's very stylized. You can see some of the Dalek city with the printed image of a Dalek in there. The colours, bold, bright, striking, especially for the customer's eye, definitely going to stand out on the shelf, and it did. I remember seeing these on the bottom shelf of Forbidden Planet with the big 12-inch product Enterprise Dalek. I just love the way the window packaging shows off the Dalek. It's amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. If you love your VHS Doctor Who, this is another one to add to your collection. I don't own many VHS Doctor Who's, but my boyfriend does. Now, this is incredible. It's just so it feels really vintage, especially how VHS is actually making a comeback, I believe. This is a great piece of merch to own alongside these Daleks, as these films are something I can remember my mum taping and rewinding for me as a kid, especially watching them on a boring Sunday afternoon, especially when you finish your own work. The vintage adverts at the time as well, from Channel 4 and Channel 5, those were the days. These films are often repeated quite regularly, especially today, on Drama or Sky Arts, BBC One, Channel 4, and sometimes Channel 5. My niece herself enjoyed watching these movies with me, and I always remember her doing a little silly Dalek voice. That was funny. But yeah, it's really good that they're still accessible. We have some cards. These cards are the only pack I own, which were a gift from Fusion Trash. These feature some scenes from the hit film and come in a cute little foil packaging design. These are also available in some areas on eBay, and a great collector's piece to own. Really good that they're still accessible. I think it's another great treat considering what people watching these. If you do not have any knowledge prior to watching Doctor Who, this was my start as a kid, and I can always remember the trailer for the Series 1 advertising right after the first movie on BBC One. I remember my mum coming in and saying, "Did you enjoy that, son?" She was the one who introduced me to the world of Doctor Who. And still to this day, it continues to inspire young actors and creative content makers to carry on and create their own adventures, either be it through audio, fan films, and even very lucky, people who get to audition. I myself love and adore these movies, and I would highly recommend anyone who hasn't seen them to give them a chance. They also have multiple releases of these two, especially, as you can see here, on DVD, Blu-ray, and with the most recent release being in 2020 with a full HD restoration in 4K resolution. Hey there, thank you so much for watching until the end. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, please give us a subscribe, a like, a comment, let us know what your favourite Doctor Who merchandise from the movies are, and if there's anything else you would like to see us try on the channel, please drop a comment and we'll see what we can do. I've had to split this into 2 parts just because I was going to put the movie Dalek remote controls in, but I feel like this video has gone on long enough. But yeah, have a lovely evening. Thank you so much.